Hey everybody! Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross-stitch, and I'm here with probably a very long video. Well, longer than my recent videos have been, because we have quite a few projects actually, and then a lot of haul because I went to Steel City Stitcher Retreat, and we know what happens when we go to retreat. And then right before I went to retreat, my LNS emailed me and they were like, we have your Nashville releases, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to go pick those up, like literally the day I was leaving to go to Pittsburgh. I went to my LNS, picked up the charts, and I just like left from there to go to Pittsburgh. So I took all of my new charts with me to Pittsburgh, to the Steel City Retreat. So here we are. I got some new, I left most of them downstairs, totally forgot, but I did get some new mugs. So there's that. I'm going to try to put this down lightly. Okay, so let's get started, because I'm sure that my husband's going to get home and I'm probably still going to be filming. The dog's probably going to go wild, but I left the door open, so hopefully he'll just go downstairs. So, let's see, what I want to start with. Let's start with some WIPs. I don't have any finishes. I mean, I have a finish for now, but it's not like completely finished. So my first thing that I have that we've seen, I think we've seen every single pattern before that I'm showing today. So the first one is my Folly Hill Sampler. So I think the last time that you saw this, I had finished everything except for the sparkly thread that I didn't have. It's a Petite Treasure, or Rainbow Gallery. It's a Rainbow Gallery something. I don't remember what it's called. Silk Lame or something like that. Anyway. Oh, I have it. It's called Silk Lame Braid. It's a petite. Yeah. So it's like kind of sparkly. There's two colors. This one is SP87, and the other one is SP10 something, 101, 107, 101, I think. Anyway, here is the project now. So I did finish the page. So I had done this, and then I just needed to do all of this. So I did. I finished all of that. That's all the sparkly thread. You can't tell on camera, but it is sparkly. It's a lot nicer, I think, to work with this than it is like with full-blown metallic. Yes, it's not as metallic, but it gets a little hint of shimmer, which is really pretty. Really good choice for this. I thought about not even worrying about it and just doing like DMC, but I'm really glad that I waited until the Silk Lame had come in. And as you will see, I did put in my initials and the year. I decided for this piece I wanted to put in the year that I started it, not the year that I finish it, because it could be a while. So I just decided put in 2023. It is, I don't know, just a good year to put in. So I did that. I know most people put in the year that they finish, but I don't really care when I finish. That's not what most people know. I don't stitch to finish things. I stitch for the project. So it'll finish. If it gets finished, great. If it doesn't, fine. And here's the comparison photo. So I decided I'm going to put the year that I started. I'm not sure if that'll be a thing that I do, or if one of them I'll put in the year that I finish. I don't know yet. I don't usually drink in my videos. Water. This is just water. But I am really thirsty today, so that can go in there. All of my haul stuff I'm gonna try to take out of this bag and put into the other bag. Okay, then the next one is in my spooky bag. My Jack Skellington bag. And this is if I can find, but there it is. The cover photo. This is my Halloween Quaker. You also saw this last time because I had worked on this because I didn't have the flosses for, sorry, people are messaging me right now. I didn't have the flosses for my Folly Hill, so I decided to pull this out because I spun my wheel, and then this was the next one. And once I finished Folly Hill, I went back to this one, and I finished the page on this one as well. So that is that. And here is maybe where I am. Oh, and then the fabric for Folly Hill, sorry y'all, because it's always down below, but is Fermata. It is a lugana. As I said, it is down below. That's a lugana, 28 count. This is, and that's by Grace Notes Fabrics. This is, I think it's called Hocus Pocus. Yeah, it's called Hocus Pocus by Maples, Minders, and More on Facebook. And it is a 40 count linen. So that's what it's looking like now. It's one page completed. Kind of hard to see. In real life it's not hard to see, but on camera it's kind of hard to see the part of the moon that I stitched right here. But it's there. Looks like it's kind of empty over there, but you can see it in real life. The camera doesn't do very good things for most cross stitch. But yeah, this is where we are. I'm using all of the called for flosses for this one. So I think last time I had basically finished everything except for this guy and maybe some of this down here, but I think everything else was like done. So yeah, I just know I did have to like finish this from what I did before. Like originally I had to do the hat, I had to finish this, but in this rotation I finished like this chunk here. This all was done prior to. But yeah, fun stuff. It's a really fun piece. I really enjoy working on it. It's just quite large. I know, for me, saying something is large is, but because it's on 40 count, it doesn't look as big as it is. Okay, what's next? No, we'll do that later. So then I went to Steel City, and I took with me this project bag, which was made by my good friend Megan. And in this bag is my Flosstube Friends. Now, if you were at Steel City Retreat, you know, I took 5 projects with me. This is like basically all I worked on. This is like the only thing mostly that I touched. I did touch one other thing on Sunday morning before I left. I worked on the last piece for the Dreaming of Round Robin that we were doing by Rosewood Manor, but I already sent that and Sarah has it. So anyway, this is what I worked on. It will look nothing like this when it's done, but this is what I worked on, and it took me the whole weekend. That dress, so I spun Tamara. She's PD Stitcher here on Flosstube, and she chose this lady. Y'all, this freaking dress is humongous. It's huge. It doesn't look that big. It's humongous. So y'all, whenever all my gals doing this, whenever you get to it, it's huge. Just be forewarned. It is huge. And I did it as stitching retreat when like I was mostly just stitching. And it still took me all weekend. But anyway. Oh, did I ever show the comparison? I showed the comparison photo for Halloween Quaker, but I didn't say it. I don't think. Anyway. But here is what it looks like now. So the only thing added is this lady here. I will do a close-up in a moment. But that is Tamara. I did change a few things. The colors for one, the hair for the other, the skin for another. Okay, so yeah, so that is her. She chose, I think, teal. Yeah, anyway. I'm reading one of my chats, and Corinne's talking to her sister, and she's telling her sister, like, who talks, and she's like, Hannah checks in about once a month. I'm like, yeah, basically, I, like, never talk in the group chats. I don't hate group chats, I just don't like to talk in them. I don't know why. It's so weird. Anyway, so this is my Tamara. So as you can see from here, let me put her back here, this back here. So this is the one I did. As you can see, the hair is completely different. She has gray hair in the photo. She's I guess an older woman with gray hair in the original, but Tamara does not have gray hair, and she has quite long hair. So I went onto Facebook, and I, like, found a photo, and I, like, sat on the floor in the stitching room, and I pulled flosses, and I, like, held flosses up to the screen, so I'm hoping that's pretty accurate. I mean, I haven't seen her in real life, I haven't seen her in quite a few years, but I think that's pretty accurate. I just basically took the hair that was here and then just went down. Like, I did the exact same pattern of hair, but I added stitches down. So I think that's pretty good. And then I didn't change any of, like, the stitching other than the colors in here. So, yeah, so she wanted teal. So this was the closest kind of tealish color that I had. It's very variegated, but I think it's super pretty. It doesn't come across on the screen as pretty as it is in real life, but that's okay. It's a lot to look at, but that's okay. That's why I like it. It was funny because I think it was Carla who was saying, she's Craft Addict K here on Flosstube, and she was saying, because I always choose yellow, because yellow is my favorite color, hence why I chose yellow for the fabric. She was like, you can't choose yellow, and I was like, yes I can. I could just choose a different color yellow. So we'll see what I do. I could always choose burgundy because I really like the color burgundy too. So I don't know. I'll spin in this is the end of March. At the end of April. I spin at the end of April for the next person. So anyway, and then here is a comparison photo. So that took me all weekend. Great. Love that for me. And then did I just rip my dress? I just felt something, like, pull. That was very weird. I don't know what just happened. I thought I heard a rip, but I don't feel a rip. Alright, anyway, doesn't matter. While we were there at Steel City, I finally got my part of the round robin back. So I have not stitched on this since forever ago, but I will show you what it looks like now. So this is what it will look like, well, mostly. I'm not sure if I'm putting the words in or not, I don't know. This is what it will look like eventually. So this is Rosewood Manor, Dreaming of Moms. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm really bad at this today. The fabric for Flosstube Friends is called Hannah, from Grace Notes Fabrics. It is a 32 count linen. Don't remember the fabric for this one, but it is down below. So anyway, here is what it looks like now. I haven't even looked at it. I didn't open it during retreat. So here's what it looks like now. Look at it, it's so pretty. And I don't know, not everybody put initials, but some people did, some people didn't. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But, that's okay. I think it's probably because I didn't put my initials. So, like, you know. But I'll just stitch in people's initials. I'll go back and figure out what they stitched. But that's what it looks like now. I'm so excited. So I stitched this big bad boy right here. This one that's as big as my head. And then everybody else stitched, I mean, this one's not small, so that's a big boy too. But everybody else did their parts. Super exciting. It looks so good. I think this is called like angel hair or something from Week Style Works. I don't know. It's down below. And then here's a comparison photo from when we first started the round robin, like when I finished my part. So, as you can see, a lot was done. Super exciting. A lot was done. And now we'll be doing a second rotation with some new folks. So some people will be joining in with new projects, and then some of us will be already have our projects and continue them. And then, because I had finished all the things, I spun my wheel again. And this was a while ago. This was before I went to Steel City. I spun my wheel. But I'm currently working on this project, so... And if you know me, when I say I wasn't super excited that the wheel spun this project early on in the year, then you'll probably know what project it is. Because it spun the wheel and I was like, ugh. But I need to get it done because it's my oldest WIP. And it's my oldest WIP because I don't like working on it. I love the project, but I don't like to work on it because of the fabric. And this is the dreaded Queen Bee Flower Farm. It's so cute. I hate working on it. Yeah. So this is what my current project is, and the goal for me is to finish this. Just get it done. It's a medium project. I should be able to just finish it. It is going to be somewhat different than this because I have one color substitution because I couldn't find the color when I kit up the project, like in 2018. So I could have got the color since then and now because the color really only shows up here in the truck. It's the color of the truck. I couldn't find it. So could have changed it. I mean, I could have gotten the real color, but I just decided to just keep the one that I have. So that's what it will look like. And I've gotten quite a bit done. Honestly, I've gotten quite a bit done for all my complaining. And here's where it currently is. So I've gotten a lot done. Like, I think the last time you saw this, I had finished all of this. This was all done up to, like, this first fence post. Like, all the barn was done, all of this over here was done, but none of this was done. So, I've done quite a decent amount. Finished the whole picket fence. I finished all these flowers up here, so this whole top half is done. Completely done. And now I'm working on this corner. And then once I've done with this corner, all the backstitch and everything, I'll go on to this corner with Bessie the cow and all the flowers, and then it'll be done. So it really is not that much. Now, I do have to do all this grass down here, which is going to be slightly painful, but it's fine. So yeah, so you can see the truck is different. It is not like blue like it is in the picture. It is a close-ish match, but it is definitely like gray, which is fine. I don't mind it. I actually quite like that because I know a lot of my farm friends have like silver trucks. I don't know anybody with a blue truck. That's not true. I know one person with like a light blue truck. So I like the silver, honestly, a little bit better. It just matches people I know more. Because if you didn't know, I do have a horse, I do have a donkey, so I know quite a few people with, like, farm animals. And my truck's actually gray. So, interesting. Yeah. Like, my pickup truck is actually gray. And my SUV is gray, too. Not this color gray, but anyway. So yeah, so I don't have that much more left to go. It's just a really slow, I feel like it's really slow progress because it's pretty hard to stitch on. This is, as you can see, black fabric. It is fully black, and it is 32 count. So it's hard, kind of hard to see. I mean, it's getting easier as I'm working on it. I'm getting used to it, but I don't ever want to do it again. So, so if I ever do any more chalkboard pieces, I'm gonna choose a different color, or like a lighter grayish, like a chalkboard that's been, you know, like erased enough that it's kind of a light gray at this point. It's no longer black. But yeah, so that's that. Here's the comparison photo. And that, my friends, is all of the WIPs. I told you I had quite a few. What did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 actual WIPs and one project that I haven't seen in like a year. So, kind of cool to get that back, and like more stitches have been put in and I didn't have to do anything. So there's that. Okay, now haul. Haul, y'all. I got quite a bit. Did I say comparison photo? I think I did. I did show the comparison photo. Okay, so before I left, I did get my Fiberlicious Fabric of the Month. I'm in the club. There's only one club. I get 46 count fabric, 46 count linen. This is a really pretty one this month. It's called Plum Blossoms. That is so not right. I love cameras. Doesn't matter where I am, they're never going to show up correctly. It is not that blue. It's much more like violet than that, so it's not worth it. It's not even worth showing it anymore. But it's not that color. It is more violet, not blue like that. It's fine. One day I'll stitch a project on it and I'll take a picture. The pictures usually come out a little bit closer to realistic than the video does. And then while I was at retreat, I got my Fabric of the Month from Grace Notes Fabrics and white lugana, because I'm hopefully going to be doing another project at some point with that. And then I did pick up another color while I was there from her, and it's called Mystery. It's a mistake usually, so they call mistake fabrics mysteries because they don't know the what is it called? The recipe to get the color. So that's that. It's so pretty. That is such a good color. That's almost accurate, actually. It's basically that color. And look at that modeling. Oh my gosh. It's wild. And I know not everybody's into it, but like that for me, awesome. Love that. That is a 32 count. Yeah, 32 count. So that's one of them. And then I'm in both Fabric of the Month clubs. I'm in the color and the neutral. And the color this month, they actually didn't name a music term because of the actual fabric. And they called this Mint Chocolate Chip. I do get the color in a 28 count Lugana, so it's not going to show up right. I can already tell you, like, it's just not. It's a little bit more green and a little bit more, like, pinky. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't look like that. It's not that. It's not what you're seeing. It doesn't matter where I go. It's not really that. But, you know, it's fine. So Mint Chocolate Chip, really pretty. And I get why she named it that, because especially on the linen, I saw the linen, and it is definitely like mint chocolate chip. Like, it looks like mint chocolate chip. And then the neutral this month is called Dirty Chai, which is so fun. I'm not a big coffee person, but I don't mind a dirty chai. Okay, like I was saying, Hopefully I can cut some of that barking out. I don't know. This is Dirty Chai. Super pretty. I love this one. I like both of them, honestly, this month. I think they're both really pretty. But this, I do get the neutral in linen, in a 32 count linen, because 32 count's my favorite, mostly in linen. I did get my last Fortnite Fabrics club from my LNS. They've stopped working, obviously there are reasons. They've stopped working with them to get their fabric of the months. So I got my last one. It is called Swink, I guess. And this, it's not going to show up. It's fine. It's not my favorite. It's yellow, but it's not my favorite. It's just a little bit, I don't know, I was looking forward to some of the other colors in the club, but I only got 2. And I think it's 36 count. I think I went with 36 count linen, and I got it in a quarter. So it's fine. It's a nice color. I will use it for something, but I've gotten more exciting fabrics, and I'm just bummed about it. So there's that. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to go somewhat quickly through all this stuff. And then let's see what else. In there, I guess I got a little like blingy thingy, whatever, I don't know what they're called. It's like a little free gift with like a little bird. It's like a floss drop or whatever. I don't know if I'll use it. We'll see. Okay. Then at my so I ordered some when I was ordering. I needed more chalk, like the color chalk. So when I was ordering the color chalk, I couldn't just order chalk, so I ended up deciding to order all of the rest of the Cottage Garden series, the Time for All Seasons series. So I have 2 of them already, so I got the other 10. So that's Christmas Eve. It's the 12th one, I think. This one is Turkey Day. It's number 11. Guess we're just going to go backwards. Oh, no. This one, Sweet Summertime. This is number 7. Then we have Summer at the Shores, number 8. Then we have Strawberry Harvest. I think this is number 6. Yeah, number 6. Love is in the Air. I think this is number 2. Yeah. It's Snow Time. This is number 1. Fun. First Signs of Spring, number 3. And then BZ Spring, it's number 5. And then Basket Full of Love is number 4. So I did get the rest of those. So now I have all of them. So eventually I will start them. And then I got all of my, I don't think I'm going to go through all of the stuff I got, like freebie stuff that I got at Steel City, but I will go through some of the stuff. So then my Nashville Market stuff. So I got Summer Garden at Cranberry Manor by Pansy Patch. What is it? Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. That's such a cute pattern. So cute. Okay. And then Morning Glory Manor by Shannon Christine. Farmhouse Sampler by Erin Elizabeth Designs. I've never heard of her before, so that's fun. I'm excited. Super cute. And then, of course, Lacy Cottage Sampler by Rosewood Manor. Probably actually gonna, like, really excited to do the letters for this one because they're just a little bit more, I don't know, fancy. And then, of course, had to get Royals of the Kingdom. This was I was the most looking forward to this. This pattern is my favorite of all of the patterns that I got. Love it. And then I got The Gallo Family by RATM. And it was funny because I was talking to my husband. I was like, this represents you and me. I'm probably not going to do the chicks because we don't have any kids. And he goes, well, we have a dog, we have a horse, and we have a donkey. And there's 3 chicks. So I'm probably going to do all of the whole thing. Because those are like our children. So there's that. And then the Ibex couple, that one's a really fun one. I really like this one. And then Vintage Grapes by Jeanette Douglas. I'll probably do this version of it without the alphabet, because I don't need the alphabet. I mostly don't need the alphabet in, like, basically everything. And then Tapestry of Stitches, also by Jeanette Douglas. This one is super exciting because look at all those fancy stitches. All the specialties. Really exciting. And then Remember Me by Teresa Kogut. Like, everyone has this. I think Jessie Marie's even doing this one or started it. Or going to. I don't know. I don't remember. But such a pretty one. And then the last one, Praiseworthy Stitches, Haunted Hillside Farm. Because look at that. Super fun. Yeah. So that's that stuff. And then I did buy a few bags from my gal over at Black Cat Stitchery, Tiffany. So I bought this one, which is like little bees. It was funny because after I bought this, she was like, "Oh yeah, this is the one that I'm giving away," and I was like, I already bought it. So there's that. Bees. And then I got this Harry Potter one. So it says, I'd rather stay at Hogwarts this Christmas. So cute. I know not everybody likes Harry Potter, but I will forever love Harry Potter, and it's the way I am. And then I got this little gnome one. It's like little love gnomes. Super cute. And then, because I'm me, and I'm very eclectic, all of those, which are super cute, super fun, and then I got this. And this, yes, you have that right. That is like all of the horror movie characters. Yeah, it's great. Look at them. I love them. Well, maybe don't maybe don't look if you're like scared. But yeah, so that's all of that. And then I'll show a couple of some of the things that I got from Steel City. Like we got this mug. Super cute. That was just a freebie. We got a pen. I don't think I brought the pen. Oh yes, I did. We got this like finishing kit for one of the things I'm not gonna do. And then Tiffany's things in here, her card. And then my friend Sherry gave us this cute pouch. Everybody got a different phrase, and mine says, "A day without cross stitch is like, just kidding, I have no idea." And actually, every Wednesday is a day without cross stitch, basically. I don't stitch on Wednesdays, so. And then I got some cute floss drops, which I'm not going to pull out right now, in this little box from somebody. I don't remember. And then we got this little goodie bag with a whole bunch of stuff in it, but I also am not going to pull everything out, but this was from my friend Allison, so thank you so much. And then one quick little story before we go. I got this really nice little box of stuff from a woman who was sitting at the table behind me, and we had started talking like the first night we got there. They were talking to Corinne and John from Grace Notes Fabrics, and I butt in because I'm me and I can't help myself, so I get to know them pretty well. And then we realize that we're sitting basically like right next to each other, and the woman that I became fast friends with, she was sitting at the table and she realized that the plug for our table was like right under her feet. And every time that she moved by accident, she would unplug our table. And we only knew that we were being unplugged because our lights would go off. I didn't have a light, but everybody else at my table basically had a light, except for Sam. I think Sam and I were the only two that didn't have lights. And Corinne's would go off, and I think Teresa's would go off, but our table's lights would go off, and so we were like, so I'd have to walk over and be like, "Can you plug us back in?" So a little joke started, and it was really funny, and we became really fast friends, and it was super, super fun, and I met some other lovely ladies over at that table, but we became friends on Facebook, and we had a laugh, and it was hilarious. And I would show them, like, Corinne brought her little thing that has all of her fabric swatches on it. Actually, she brought like 6 of them. So they were talking about fabrics, and I brought over the swatch rings, and they went through them, and they were asking questions. It was just super fun. And I think they joined, I don't know if they joined the Fabric of the Month, but, you know, whatever. For Grace Notes Fabrics, we all know I love them. But she gave me this little box because, just because I guess we became really good friends, and she was super sweet, and I hope that, you know, we can stay friends and see each other again at another retreat, if not next year at Steel City, some other time, you know, in the near future. So it was really, really fun. And who can't use, I think this is just white, and who can't use more white in their life? And I don't know what the other colors are. A crew and something else. Like a red, I think it might be 666, which is so funny because it's just funny. Anyway, so that's that little box that I got. And then there's just a couple of other things that I left downstairs that I'm not going to worry about, because this video, I don't know how long it is because I've had to stop it and start it so many times. But I think that's everything. It was a really, really fun time. I love Steel City. I'm not going to StitchCon this year. I might go next year. It might be like an off and on again thing where I go every other year. Who knows? I know a couple people are probably going this year, and it might be their last year, but it's always a good place to make new friends, so why not? And then we have other retreats happening this year, so if you're wondering, there is a Grace Notes Fabrics retreat in August. There's information on Facebook, so if you're on Facebook, go join Grace Notes Fabrics, the group, and there's information there. Otherwise, that's all the retreat stuff for now, I think. I'm sure there's more, but I can't think. It was really, really fun. I always have a good time. So, yeah, I think we stayed up. I went to bed early the night I got there. I went to bed at like 9:30 on Thursday night. Friday night, I went to bed at like midnight, because the room closes at midnight. But in this hotel, they opened up a side room, kind of like as a late night stitching room, that it sounded like more people took or utilized that room on Friday night, because then on Saturday night, my group stayed up until like 2 or 3 in the morning, and there was like nobody down there. It was a very small amount of people that were still down there. But we had to do like a late night for the last night, right? And then Sunday we all left. So there's that. Well, most people left. Some people stay an extra night just to, like, you know, get it out of their system. But I wanted to get home because I took off Monday, but I had to go back to work on Tuesday. So I had to be home. But anyway, I think that's everything. I'm going to head out now. I hope that you have a great next 2 weeks. I will see you again in 2 weeks. Hopefully I will have a finish. Hopefully I won't just have one project to show you. Hopefully I'll have more than just the chalkboard piece to show you. But you know what? Even if it's just one project, hopefully it'll be a finish. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Yeah, keep stitching, and I will talk later. Bye.